Hey everyone, welcome back to another Geek Wars reaction video. This time it's the Suicide Squad trailer that came with this special for the dawn of the Justice League special.
Jeff, are you talking about the Kevin Smith special we all watch where Kevin Smith uses his hands a lot to talk about stuff? That sounds great. Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Face, neck, and chest.
We're going to do a response to the whole thing in a bit, but now we're going to do a response to the Suicide Squad trailer. As I just said moments ago, let's do this thing. Press play, Benjamin.
Okay.
Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy? Caught in a landslide. No escape from reality.
I want to assemble a task force of the most dangerous people on the planet. They're bad guys. Worst of the worst.
Was this cheerleading tryouts?
Hi, boys.
Deadshot. Shoots people. He's a crocodile. He eats people. Burns people. You're possessed by a witch. She's just crazy.
What was that? I should kill everyone and escape? Sorry. The voices. I'm kidding. That's not what they really said.
This is the deal. You're going somewhere very bad.
Whoa!
You do something that'll get you killed. Let's go save the world.
I can't wait to show you my toys.
Let's do something fun.
Seriously, what the hell's wrong with you people?
We're bad guys. It's what we do.
Huh.
Oh, it looks so good. It's weird and crazy. Like, I don't know.
Well, I think, to me, this
It's
feels
so
like DC's swing at a Guardians of the Galaxy type
It's
thing. I mean,
quite
there's,
different.
it seems like there's a ton of, but they're trying to be funny. They're trying to
It was
keep
dark
it light.
comedy. This is dark
And it's
comedy.
dark comedy. Well, it's DC. It has to stay dark.
Well, I think it's David Ayer is what it is. That's
probably
David
part of
Ayer.
it.
You look at David Ayer's films, that's
Yeah.
David Ayer. Is the weird...
I mean, there was parts of that made me... this definitely raised my want to see this. It looks better than I've had it currently on the shelf in my mind. There was a couple
some groaners in there.
Yeah, some of the lines were really bad. That little joke at the end was terrible. I think Killer Croc looks awful.
I like it.
All the jokes out of Margot Robbie's mouth were terrible. Like all her
Yeah.
things were terrible.
Yeah.
I know it's sad. I don't.
Croc's head looks good, but the rest of it's like they put Croc's head on a midget's body. That's I don't know. Croc is enormous.
I didn't get that, but I know what you're saying.
Croc is enormous. In every version we've seen of Croc,
No,
he's bigger than a normal man.
They do the original version is he's a guy who just has scaly skin and is...
Yeah, but I mean,
That's
even
what he
in the
looks
comics,
like.
he's still a bigger guy.
That's
He's
what he looks like.
Bane-sized. He's huge. When him and Bane
Originally.
fought, they were almost the same size.
That in like the 90s and stuff. Originally, for a long time, he was just a normal dude, and that's what they're doing. Is they're making him look very much like normal. And part of Killer Croc's thing is he evolves over time, and he becomes more of the creature. At the start, though, in the comics, is he was just a normal dude who was scaly and
to
stuff.
me,
and had the
probably.
face.
And here's the thing: the guy who's playing him, Akinwe Agbahe or whatever. I love that guy. That guy's badass.
I think it's Ottawa.
Adewale Akinwe Agbahe. Yeah. So
If you
We're
don't
sorry.
know it, don't just mumble.
I can say Chiwetel
nonsense.
Ejiofor all day long, but yeah, no, that guy's But no, he's the guy from Lost. He was Echo from Lost and he got killed. That's great stuff. No, I think you probably should have cast, especially knowing how much Killer Croc talks, which is not much. This would have been a great time to go find some pro wrestler, some circus freak from something. Oh, the giant Russian guy that got to play Colossus in Deadpool.
Oh.
Something like that, where it's just this gigantic, and then he can, or find one of the guys that played Predator back in the day, because a lot of the same body movements and stuff, claw-wise.
The mountain.
Look, the guy who plays the mountain, stuff like that, I think would have been a better fit.
I love it.
Overall,
I
though, the
don't
trailer
mind
was more
the
fun than I
Croc.
wanted.
I don't
than
mind the
thought.
Croc personally.
Okay, but the jokes.
A lot of the jokes seem to really fall flat for me. It looks like it might be a decent action movie.
Yes.
There's some crazy stuff going on.
I'm not looking forward to it as a comedy, though.
No.
I want it to hold up as an action film now.
And I think it does. I mean, it's the one thing.
Yeah, there's a lot
I'll
of
say
crazy
this:
looking stuff
Yeah.
going on.
Jai Courtney, who normally is like the stink that you put on a movie to make me not watch it,
you don't
looked
like to-
great
yeah.
in what I saw of that. That was amazing. That was
That
the best.
I didn't like because that was one of the jokes.
That I didn't like, but him
I
coming
like-
right out of the thing and like smacking the first person.
That was
that was fun. I liked that.
Yeah.
I like the
Um,
soul take. Just a lot of this
I
stuff
want
is
to see.
crazy.
Sorry, I did not mean to hit your ponytail.
It's cool.
I want to see more of Katana.
That was.
Katana looked badass.
I wanted
yeah.
to see everything. She looked amazing.
I think she's gonna
The
be great.
sword thing. I would like to see more about Enchantress. I don't know much
I
about
know nothing
her.
about it.
I know a bit. She's possessed, and so she has her dual personality, basically.
Is that what that is? Because
Okay.
Yeah.
even when he described what her thing was, I didn't hear it.
It was weird.
She's possessed
He
by
said-
a witch.
Okay.
It was weird because it looked like the way they showed it almost made it look like Joel Kinnaman's character Rick Flag was talking to Enchantress, the woman who's playing Enchantress, before she's Enchantress or not in her witch mode. But
Okay.
I
that's
didn't
obvious.
catch that, yeah,
that's
but-
obviously not when that actually happens
Right.
in the film. But they kind of made it look like that's where it
Yeah.
happened. But so she's gonna probably be normal. From the previous trailer, it makes it look like they were dating or something,
Interesting.
and they have a relationship, and maybe she becomes the witch and
I
stuff.
kind
like
of
that.
like Rick Flag. Rick Flag is like DC's not quite Captain America type guy, but he's their patriarchal
Yeah,
government guy.
but he's not as Boy Scout.
No,
He's not quite as Boy. He's
no,
more
he's
into
more like
villains and-
I do with the dirty deeds that the government needs
Yep.
me to do to, yeah. So
I
kind
mean-
of somewhere between Nick Fury and Captain America in
Yeah.
that sense.
What surprised me
So-
was how much crazy, like some of the mystic looking stuff that was going
Yeah.
on in there, like flying out.
The Inferno
random
guy
things
looked
and-
way cooler, and I
Oh.
had no idea who that guy
Um,
was.
El Diablo.
El Diablo, that looked badass. Yeah, a bunch of that stuff looked really good. Oh, and there was a part in it, and I wanted to. We can watch it again in a second.
Yeah, there's a
figure
lot
this
going
out.
on. You said you
The
went up-
Joker. There was a part where they showed the Joker, and he did not have
Yeah.
damage on his forehead.
What's high up
It
here?
looked
It's hard
like
to
it was.
see.
That he had fewer of the tats than.
I'm
we've
wondering
seen
if they
before.
went back and like
No.
cleaned
I
it
don't
off.
think they
I don't
did.
think.
I hope
I think
they
this
do.
was the plan. I don't think this was.
Yeah.
How are you now? You're like, I didn't see them, but it wasn't
I
the
was
plan all along.
I was hopeful
so,
that if I didn't see them, it meant that they'd been removed somehow.
No, I mean,
So-
they might be removed in the movie, or
That'd be great.
you're not going to get. I think there's going to be a reason for. Maybe you're getting an explanation for it, and maybe he didn't do it to
Because
himself.
it's Jason Todd.
Maybe he did. I don't know. I don't think so. You need to really stop doing that. You're gonna make me clap.
I just do it because it irritates you so.
How did you know it would irritate me so the first time you did it?
Because it's so fucking stupid.
Anyway,
They're gonna show him killing Jason Todd.
No,
there's
that
a rumor
he
that
is
he is
Jason
Jason
Todd.
Todd.
Oh,
It's not real. Don't.
like in
No,
Dark Knight
there's
Returns.
a real rumor that he is Jason Todd. When this is all done, I'll explain it to you, and we
It's
can.
a nonsense.
I mean,
rumor.
if it's from Dark Knight Returns, because that actually
It-
happened in Dark Knight Returns, where
Right.
or was it
Dick
Dick?
Grayson,
Was it Dick Grayson?
It
and
was
he comes
Dick
back as
Grayson
this
who-
weird person who
No, it's not.
grows back limbs and
Don't
comes back
stop
as the
believing
Joker.
things.
No, there's a lot of reasons, but they're all
They're nonsense.
They're all stupid. But
Yeah.
I just
Anyway,
The idea of him being Jason Todd is nonsense. So
no, it's nonsense. But I mean, I get what you're saying with the jokes, and that always usually bothers me with a lot of things. And it did, but at the same time, I felt everything around it worked so well that it sort of made up for it. And there were some parts that I did, even though you didn't like some of the funny bits. I did like the drinking out of the can thing real quick, and I did like just seeing Harley Quinn in her cell drinking tea like that. I thought that was a funny image, and there's some funny bits, and that Jai Courtney getting out and punching
like
someone.
a nothing thing though. Like
They're little things. They're funny. I like that. It was dark.
For the drinking the can thing, I want there to be a setup for it. Like he wants to stop for a drink or something. They won't let him or something.
And he's been bitching about it,
right.
and finally
and then
gets
at some
alone,
point
and
he just does it.
and then
also,
he finds a
he's
can.
probably a coward, so he's like sneaking off away from all the action wherever all the rest of the Suicide Squad's fighting, and he's just like,
if there's a
I'm just
reason
doing
for
this,
it
I
to
just
make
want to
it
drink.
funny.
Yeah.
But as a one-off, I didn't find it funny, and it
Yeah.
was just another like, we're gonna have to sit through that.
I expect.
At the end of the day, though, this did its job because I now want to see this
I have
quite
to
a
watch
bit more.
I have to watch this trailer again to see a lot of that stuff was going
Yeah.
on there.
Yeah, I missed a lot of stuff that you even just commented on.
Yeah.
And the weird thing is, none of us were talking.
No,
Are
we
you
talked this
happy?
time.
Are you
This
entertained?
doesn't help, Ben.
Are you not entertained?
So we weren't talking through it, so we were watching all of it, and
Well, there's a lot of quick.
there was a ton of quick
A lot
quick
of
cuts.
quick cuts.
I feel like this is one of those things that I'm going to go on YouTube in like a week and find some other nerds that are like that go through.
Oh, it's probably
each
already up
individual-
there. It's already up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm definitely going back myself and looking at it, and yeah.
Okay.
I
check it
thought
out.
it looked really cool. So even the Joker, just some of those scenes looked really good. And he had like the tux thing that was going on. I thought that looked very Joker. Where he
That
had the
looks
machine
cool.
gun.
Yeah. The shot of him lying on what looked like a clock, like a big clock.
He was laying down there knives around.
Yeah.
It was
that
knives,
That
yeah.
looked badass. There was a bunch of Joker stuff in this. That
He's
looked
probably
really
just
good.
gonna be doing stuff in the background, just like running around being insane.
I think it'd be interesting if he's the thing they're going after.
I don't
like
think
he's-
so. I
I
think
don't know.
there's.
Did you notice there was like black tendrils shooting out?
That
or something?
might be Enchantress. That's
Okay.
possibly Enchantress. But it's also I think there's a major villain that we're not seeing. They're not showing us.
Because they showed something like melting through a cop car.
Into a
and making,
train.
like,
I
a
don't think it
volcanic-
would be the Joker.
I would hope not.
I'm
I
pretty
don't
sure
think
why would
Harley
they
Quinn
send?
would agree to.
Yeah, and why would? And especially
also-
Amanda Waller is sending these people out. She knows not to send her out.
Right.
And why? This isn't a government. I don't feel like that's the government thing of we have to catch the Joker.
Yeah.
All of you people.
I also don't think going to catch the Joker is necessarily a suicide mission.
Yeah.
True.
It doesn't fit the parameters.
A lot of
this.
people do it all the time.
I think he might. I think he could just be mostly flashbacks with Harley Quinn's origin.
I'm hoping it's that.
And
Because
then-
there did seem to be a bunch of stuff like
and
that.
in
Okay.
the present, it'll also have to do with Harley Quinn maybe, and her wanting to go after him and stuff. So
Possibly.
I think that could exist, but it looks.
I thought Will
crazy.
Smith looked good as Deadshot, which
He saw some
that's
lines,
something
but
that I've always worried about when I've seen the stuff of this is that Will Smith would take over the whole movie. He doesn't seem to be doing that at all.
No.
So I'm really happy to see that. That's really cool. But yeah, no, this looks solid. This
I mean,
looks
he
fun.
has his name first as like the credited person,
Yeah.
Of course.
but that doesn't mean much
That's
in
just
the
'cause he's
actual
the biggest
movie.
name.
Yeah.
Um,
They probably paid him the most.
I
Oh,
don't know. My
Yeah.
my only worry now going forward is basically stuff me and Ken have already talked about. The jokes and the wacky angle of it,
I like.
where the little thing pulled up.
I feel
because I
that-
feel like they're doing wacky poorly.
I feel
So-
that if it's a decent enough action flick with a good enough hook, then I
I'll enjoy it
think
for
those
that.
will be easily ignorable.
Yeah, I mean, because here's the thing: in a world where Deadpool exists and that's doing wacky action
Yeah.
movie and doing it
But
very
he's
well.
been doing all
We haven't
his
seen
jokes
it, I don't think
seem to.
All the jokes in Deadpool that were landing, like they're all solid.
I don't agree.
You're the only one.
I think some of them aren't.
It's-
I think a few of them aren't.
A few of them are,
I
but
think
for the
there's
most
some
part,
in the last trailer I really liked. The last Deadpool trailer. The ones before that I did not like at all. And then
I think
the second
both these
one I really
movies are going for jokes per minute and quantity or quality or quantity over quality, and
liked.
I think both these movies are doing that. And I just feel that the ones they've shown us, Deadpool's hitting more of them.
that's
Not
how
for
I
me.
feel too.
But
Yeah, but you
Different
also
people.
count this as a
And
joke.
that's fine.
it's sort of it's a look. It's the look. It's her
more of a
sitting in.
nuance
It's the
of-
nuance. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Alright.
it's comedic, but it's not a joke. It's not
Yeah.
like telling a joke. It's
See,
a
to
funny
me, that's
moment.
exactly what I would expect her to be doing. So it didn't-
Yeah. It's still that's what.
Yeah, and I
Harley
think that's what Trevor's saying too. He just likes that they're showing that about her.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a wacky,
All right.
just insane thing.
Good trailer. Good trailer.
Good trailer, thumbs up.
All right, that is that.
Can we just say that you're obviously a total shill for this trailer, though? You're dressed like one of the main characters of the fucking movie.
Not
It's like-
completely.
I mean, it's, yeah.
Not
You've got
completely.
pigtails, you're wearing a Harley kimono.
I got the
you got
eye
eye makeup.
shadow,
Yeah. It's, yeah.
Oh,
You didn't dye your
you
hair
like
blonde.
Harley Quinn in this? That's so shocking.
I also had a plan though if I didn't like this to just slowly start removing these.
Yeah.
That would have been
And
awesome.
pull out the Wonder Woman stuff for later. So, yeah.
Take it off, and Wonder Woman is good.
How about that Wonder Woman footage?
Let's move on to that.
There was a horse.
Well, that
All
was
right,
a separate
There
video,
was a
so
horse. There-
let's say goodbye.
Anyway,
Let's end this.
let's say goodbye. Check us out, Geek Wars Podcast on all the things: iTunes, Podbean, that other place as
Podcast Addict.
Podcast Addict. I always forget that one. You got us on YouTube. You see it now. Like, subscribe, favorite. Check us out on Twitter at Geek Wars Podcast. You can follow me on Twitter at Daclus, DACLUS. You can follow Ben on Twitter.
Big_BMS.
Ken?
You can't follow me.
You can't follow me.
Ken.
Don't do that. Oh, you can also like us on Facebook. Do that
Yeah.
as well. Anyway, that is all. We'll see you next time for the next reaction video or podcast, whatever you see next.
All right. Peace.